About a year before I bought my van, I was traveling around the US in my Mazda doing guest spots. And my mom kept telling me, why don't you just get a little trailer or a little van and you can go travel. And you won't ever have to worry about getting a hotel room or an Airbnb. You can just have a place. And I kept telling her, no, I'll think about it, I'll think about it. And I quit my job that I was traveling with and went up to California for my friend Adam and Shelby's wedding. And on the way up there, I saw so many vans. And I was like, they're living in their van. They're living in their van, they're living in their RV, and I just started spotting them. When you first get into this lifestyle, start researching it, you start seeing all of them, right? They just start popping up everywhere. And I kept seeing them, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get a van. And I called my mom up and I was like, I'm gonna get a van to live in. And my mom was like, well, it's about time. You should have been doing this for a while now. My whole family was incredibly supportive. Actually, the whole story behind my van Kimono and how she came to be and how I got her was specifically because of my family. My parents have always been incredibly supportive of me to live and experience things. I grew up in a very new age, kind of hippy-dippy family. Although they took a much more corporate route in life, they very much were all about experiences. That's how life always was for us. And I was actually on a work trip, and I was like, oh, I want a 4x4, I want a diesel, I want a high top. I want this big BC machine that I can get up to any mountain. I won't ever have any road tell me no. And I went home and started doing research, and I found this van, I found Kimono, and I was like, it's her. That's what I want. And I looked at the price and I was like, there's no way I can afford it. There's no way I can do this. And my parents were like, well, we're not lending you the money. We're not doing crap for that. And I contacted, my mom was like, contact your brother and see, he's doing really well, see if he'd be interested. And I called my brother and I told him, what I was looking at doing. And my brother's like, you're crazy. You're insane. So my brother's a little bit more conservative out of the rest of my family. And he was like, okay, well, if you're going to do this and you want to do this, I want you to be safe. I need you to go check out the van, make sure everything, make sure the engine's good and you're getting a good deal. And so I went and I sat in the van, and I knew immediately when I sat in her that this was the van. This was my van. And I called him back and I was like, okay, this is it. Everything's good, the transmission good, the engine feels good, everything feels right with her. And my brother's like, okay, I'll loan you the money. And it just happened. It just all fell into place. Everything fell into place exactly the way it needed to for me to live the way that I'm living. And it was just absolutely beautiful and amazing. And then the following Christmas, I was at my parents' house, and my brother and his partner had come up, and he hands me they weren't there. My mom calls him on the phone, and my mom hands me this rolled up piece of paper. And I'm like, what's this? And mom's like, this is your present from your brother. And I was like, okay, but my family always does weird, you're gonna write a little note or a coupon on it, I'll make you dinner type deal, Christmas gifts. And I unroll the piece of paper and it's a picture of my van. And I've got a video of it, and I just start bawling my eyes out, and I'm crying, and I'm like, you just bought me my home. I will never have to worry about rent. I will never have to worry about where I'm going to live, how I'm going to live. I will never have to worry about being homeless. You just bought me my home, and I will always have my home. And yeah, the story keeps going on. It's crazy and amazing, and I'm so grateful to have her.